Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the mid-month of the middle of February is what I was trying to say, Cancer. We're going to just jump right in here and take a look at your current energies with this main spread and love it. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck, this Treasure Island card. It's basically like the Wheel of Fortune, but it's a card of manifesting things, but love this, Cancer. So we're going to take a look at your current energies with this main spread. Then we're going to clarify at the end with this little deck right here, and we're going to see what additional details want to come up for you here, Cancer, and Cancer. Let's see here. We'll take it, Emperor. Just slid right off the top of the deck there, so why not? We'll definitely look into that energy for you. You start off with this Healing Chaos card. A lot of healing going on at this time. I mean, after the retrograde, the retrograde will be over on the 20th, and when we get to the end of the retrograde, things get a little bit weird. So, I feel like for some of you, towards the end of the month, then you could be kind of doing some healing and stuff like that. Makes perfect sense to me. I feel like there's a lot. Clearly, this is like a miracles reading. You have this card, you have the Wheel of Fortune, this Treasure Island card. Definitely could be some sort of turnaround, I feel, coming in for you. That's really what I think this is. This is one of those readings where I feel that you are in full control of being able to turn something around, probably something that has left you feeling left out in the cold. Could be your financial situation, could be a relationship, obviously. But you have the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Swords, and the Hermit here. I do feel for some of you, the King of Swords is like saying, you know what this is saying? This is saying you have passed some sort of test here, Cancer, is what this is saying. Because the King of Swords is a card of discernment. It's a card of seeing things very, very clearly as well. And the Hermit kind of says you have climbed to the top of a mountain, you have gone through something here, and now it's time for you to shine your inner light. But what's interesting is going this way right here, you go from the Hermit to the Eight of Swords to the Hierophant up here as well. So this is kind of weird energy because this to me is basically saying that you have completed a cycle. You have completed something. You've completed something, but you're staying stuck with that Eight of Swords. The Hierophant can basically say that the reason you're staying stuck is because of maybe certain beliefs. It could also be like family or tradition that is keeping you stuck in something. So I do feel like you're still feeling a little stuck, even though it's like you have passed some sort of test with this Hermit card. The reason the Hermit can represent passing a test is it's like a card of soul searching, going through a dark night of the soul, things like that. But again, he has completed his journey. He's climbed to the top of this mountain, and which basically means that he is ready to shine his inner light. I do feel there's a lot of luck coming in for you here, so I like that. You have this Fox card. This card says think on your feet here, Cancer. And you have this Porcupine card. This card says time for a beginner mind. I almost feel like this is really saying think like a beginner, just in general. Like if you're doing anything, I feel like you need to kind of have a beginner's mindset. Sometimes I think when we've been doing something for too long, it's like we forget all the good stuff. We forget the beginner mind stuff, right? It's like it's never the stuff that that's hard, right? That took a lot to learn. It's always the beginner stuff, the simple things that we forget. This goes for everything. This goes for relationships as well. Sometimes I think we get into a relationship, we get into a routine, a pattern, and we forget like what the other person likes. We forget their dislikes. We forget to, do things like go on dates with them or have a good time or just enjoy the freaking relationship in the first place, Cancer, right? So I feel this is saying, like, don't forget about those beginner important things in all areas of your life. Love, money, business, pretty much everything. But you have the Fool, the Eight of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles here. This to me is like you need to take some sort of leap of faith, probably something that you see as your destiny with that Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is like your personal vision for your life. It's kind of like the direction you see your life going. Some people choose to take control of the wheel. Other people choose not to take control of the wheel. The wheel is always spinning, no matter what, and we can choose to control it or not. It's up to us. The way we control the wheel is with our vibrations. With the vibration we give off, there's a snake here on this side of the wheel, and it kind of represents vibrations. So I feel like you need to use your vibes here, Cancer, to, again, take control of the wheel. The Fool could also say the other way you could take control of the wheel is by taking action on something. There's something you can't ignore here. You know, this dog is nipping at its heels. The dog can represent loyalty, companionship, but it can also represent something is trying to get your attention. It's interesting that the Fool is facing this way, and the dog is kind of like, we could, say that the dog is trying to get the attention this way, going this way. I think it's this right here, this Treasure Island card. This feels a little bit dreamy, feels a little bit impossible, right? So I feel like for some of you, this middle row is saying there is no reason for you to settle. It's like maybe you see something as out of reach with this card is what I'm getting. It's like you see something as unattainable, but I feel like you could actually achieve the unattainable at this time. This card says if you can dream it, you can have it, plain and simple. You have the Hierophant, the Nine of Cups, and the Hangman here. I almost feel like you need to take his box that he's sitting on and turn it upside down. Hierophant to me represents inside the box thinking. Like, with this Treasure Island card, to me that is like, with the Hierophant here, I feel like this Hierophant is almost saying like very limiting things, if that makes sense. Like, I'm sure you've all heard people with saying things like, why can't you just be happy with what you have and all that other stuff, right? And, to me, people who have said that to me in my life, they are never at anything. They're basically just gray people. They basically just blend in, right? And they just never become anything, right? Because they're just happy settling. I don't think that you would be happy settling on anything right now, Cancer. And I feel like you're telling this Hierophant energy, like, no, I'm not going to just blend in with the crowd. I'm not going to just fit in. I feel like you don't want to fit in right now. I get a very, like, more rebellious energy in this reading, especially with that Fool card here. It's like you want to expand your life in some way. Even the Nine of Cups. I like the Nine of Cups, but I don't. At the same time, Cancer, Nine of Cups to me says make a wish, which I feel like is a great thing to do with the Wheel of Fortune and this Treasure Island card. But the Nine of Cups is stuck energy. The Nine of Cups, he's just sitting here. It's just a card of contentment. He is just happy, but barely. And, the Nine of Cups, I feel like there's, in the After Tarot, for example, on the Nine of Cups, the guy has like just completed a feast, right? He has just eaten a bunch of food. And it's kind of like that feeling, where it's like he could be tired. It's like he just had Thanksgiving dinner, right? And he's just like tired. He's just sitting there. He's content. He's full, but there's like nothing more to it, And I feel like right now, I feel this very kind of rebellious energy from you. I feel like you want to get off the pole. I feel like you want to start moving forward with this Hangman energy. It's like, there's something more. I feel like something is about to kind of like explode in your life. This is not a bad thing, by the way. I feel like you're setting yourself free here, and I feel like you're trying to remove yourself from control. It's interesting that this card kind of like slid off the deck there. I feel like it was kind of saying that you are wanting to break free from this energy. So there's like some sort of turnaround. Let's dig into this here, Cancer, and let's see what's going on for you. Thank you for being here, by the way, Cancer. Really appreciate it. Make sure to drop a like on this video. Really appreciate all the likes and all the support. But Cancer, what is going on here, Cancer? Let's see what is going on for you. You have the Six of Cups. Hold on one second. All these cards flipped around on me while I was shuffling. That's the only problem with using this little deck here, is that the cards kind of flip around too easily. But let's see, Cancer. You have the Two of Cups here and the Fool. Ready to take a leap of faith on love. For some of you, it could be a Virgo or Pisces coming in for you. Could be any sign. Could also be an Aquarius, Scorpio, a Taurus, or Leo. Could with that Wheel of Fortune card here. I don't really feel it's someone from the past with that Six of Cups. I feel like it's more of a soulmate. Six of Cups plus the Two of Cups. That's definitely more like soulmate energy. To me, that's more... to me, that's different. I do feel with that Hierophant, again, maybe this rebellious energy I'm getting from your reading is kind of like maybe you're going with someone who has a different background, different religious beliefs, or just different beliefs from you in general. So I do feel there could be a soulmate coming in, but but look, with the Fool is almost confirmation. It's like the Fool is saying it's definitely going to be like a leap of faith or kind of like a risk to move towards this person maybe. You have the Eight of Swords, feeling a little stuck, like I said. You have two repeating cards so far. Chariot, you know what to do. And the Queen of Pentacles, resources. Like I said at the beginning of the reading, it does look like there is some sort of like miracle or resource switch for you because you have that Five of Pentacles. I feel like it's saying that you probably have been feeling left out in the cold financially, and the way for you to change that is with that Queen of Pentacles. I almost feel for some of you that you could be selling something that you own, and I feel that could be bringing some money in for you, which would be nice. Could be like a car with the Chariot, even though that is your card, but still could be selling a car. For others, you could be selling something else, like a service, or something, and I feel like that could bring in a lot of money for you. I feel for others that you are just like finding resources. You are increasing your resources in some way with that Queen of Pentacles energy. So I definitely like to see that for you here, Cancer. For others, I feel that this is some sort of victory coming in for you. Let's see. We might have to pull an extra row here for you, Cancer. Nine of Pentacles, definitely like pre-Empress energy. You're stepping up here. Nine of Cups again. I do like two nines together, and the Queen of Cups. Love it. Definitely like a very kind, caring, nurturing energy. If this is love, I feel like this is someone who's very kind, caring, nurturing. The Nine of Pentacles with that Nine of Cups to me is something new entering into your life. Like, could be new love, could be a new business, new job, something new. Two nines to me is newness. So I just feel like there's something new coming in for you here. For others, I feel I'm getting the word patience popping into my head here, but it's not like, I don't think this is saying you have to be patient. I feel this is more of like a strategy for you right now, Cancer. I feel like it's almost like you're kind of seeing something coming in for you with that Nine of Pentacles. And I feel like you're just kind of in this position of power and you're just allowing it to come to you. And you're being very patient about it. Like some of you, this could be like a negotiation, and it's almost like with that Nine of Pentacles, it's like I feel like you're being very kind of reserved in a negotiation. And I think that's exactly what you should be doing, by the way, with that Nine of Pentacles. Because I feel like it's almost saying, like, like there's something has been given away. Here, it's almost like you're in a position of power in negotiation. This could be a work negotiation, could be over a house or anything you're negotiating. And it's almost like that you're in the stronger position. So I feel like you're not like rushing to accept an offer or something like that. Kind of a weird message. That might only be for a few of you, but I feel that like you are in the power position. So I feel like you should be doing exactly that. I just want to see, I need some more details on your reading. So I just want to see what additional details we can get here on like what is this turnaround coming in for you here, Cancer. Major improvement, Six of Swords here. You have the Six of Cups. I love two sixes. Two sixes to me is you being on the right path, going in exactly the right direction. And the Queen of Cups. Like I said, this is like kind of like Empress energy I'm getting with the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups here twice. It's like maybe you're not quite at that level yet, but it's something you're working towards. So I like to see that. Ten of Pentacles, damn, Cancer. That is good. The Empress, boom, there you go. Empress energy. And the High Priestess. Definitely could be a Pisces coming in for you. For some of you, it's like you're finding your divine counterpart. Empress, Emperor, finally. So someone that you're going to be building or leaving a legacy with this Ten of Pentacles. For others, this is a removal of obstacles is what this reading is. This to me is saying the Six of Cups twice. Six of Cups to me just says that you could be experiencing a turnaround. Six of Cups, the turnaround that we experience with the Six of Cups is obstacles being removed from our life. So it's like we could be experiencing certain obstacles in business or work or whatever, and the Six of Cups says that those obstacles are being removed. So love it, Cancer. This is definitely a very positive reading. I do feel like maybe you need to also believe that something is possible with that Treasure Island card. To me, this is like I think there's a need for you to jump in with this Fool card. You have the Fool twice. This to me is like, just saying jump in the pool is what it's saying to me. It's like, it's saying don't just like dip your toes in the water and check the temperature. I feel like this is saying if there's something you want, just go for it. Rip the Band-Aid off, whatever you want to call it, right? I feel like you need to make the move. You will be successful, plain and simple. So I would like make your move here. For others, I feel this could be new love coming in for you. Probably someone you'll be building or leaving a legacy with, which comes up for a lot of people. But again, this makes perfect sense. People keep saying to me, you keep telling everybody that they're building or leaving a legacy. I'm like, yeah, Uranus and Taurus. I mean, it's like, it's in the astrology, literally. Uranus and Taurus has a very strong desire for security and long-term security, and also values. Uranus and Taurus like wants the nicer things in life. That doesn't mean you're being materialistic. It just means you want nice things. There's nothing wrong with quality, right? So I feel really people are trying to increase the quality of their life. There's no other way to say it with Uranus and Taurus. It's just that simple. So it makes perfect sense to me that it comes up in the readings. That's what people are really focused on in relationships and pretty much everything else. But damn, Cancer, this is a powerful reading. I would say it's like kind of one of those like purgatory readings, because I don't think you have this just yet. And it's like there's still work that has to be done with the Fool card here. Like I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say, oh, this amazing life is going to come in tomorrow. Definitely something you're working towards. But the good news is 2 6s, you will enjoy the ride. You will enjoy the journey with those 2 6s. You know what I mean? 2 6s is like a path, but it's like a smooth flowing path. I always tell people as well not to drag this reading on any longer, but I always tell people it's like getting there that's the fun part. It's not, it's like why do you think divorce rates are so high? It's because it's like the beginning of the relationship that's happy and fun, right? I feel like people need to learn how to expand that, right? Like nobody talks about needing to work on the relationship for the life of the relationship. It's like you have to keep the romance alive, right? So I feel like that's important, but what I feel like this reading is saying is enjoy the journey, right? That's going to be the fun part. Whether it's love, business, money, doesn't matter. But I love this reading for you here, Cancer. It looks really good. So thank you for watching, Cancer. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you this month. Also, feel free to like and subscribe. Really appreciate the support. But thank you, Cancer, and definitely enjoy your month.